Alright, hello everybody, it's me, Clock, and we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. A really cool visual novel dating sim with some cute girls. Yes, I know, Clock, playing a game with cute girls? On point. Hey! I see an annoying girl. Well, this is clearly not me, because women are not annoying to me. Ever. Running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Rude. What the hell? You always wait for a homie. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Wait, she's really cute. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Okay, but that's actually the pal. I just sound like an asshole. That's mean, Clock. Wait, I love women. Excuse me, chat. Is it that surprising that I'm a straight man? Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. Does she have a nose? She doesn't have a nose. I'm just now noticing. Damn, I'm kind of based for having a childhood best friend with a disability like that. Wow. Maybe I'm not such an asshole. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. She does have a nose. Where? Where is the nose, chat? Where? This? This is a blemish. This is a blemish, okay? This is like a, what are they called? Like a... Okay. And we're gonna... Yeah, if you do decide to be any spoilers in the chat today, there are no, there's going to be repercussions. If you spoil at all, I'm timing you out / banning you, okay, chat? We'll play that game today. We cross the street together and make our way to school. She's got a shrunken nose. Based. It's a style choice. Women do that? I've never... I mean, I'm not one to judge the new, like, trends of fashion and makeup, but getting rid of your nose, is that really a thing right now? Like, maybe plastic surgery is going too far, chat. Maybe you should keep your noses, okay? As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Oh, God. No nose jump scare. By the way, Clock, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. Women don't always displace their noses in their free time. I'm glad my daughter doesn't, at least. Thank you, Line. I hope you don't. It's called a rhinoplasty, nose removal. Please don't remove your nose, daughters, please. I want you to enjoy the sniffa, okay? Of life. I haven't been looking either. Clock is called an art style. I'm an art style? Thank you. Line, you're so nice. What the hell? I'm an art style? Thank you. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. That's what I did. Based! And look how I turned out. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Remembers I dropped out. What? Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. Why does my best friend think I'm a loser? I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! I saw college. Who is this noseless loser? Don't talk about my best friend that way. She's nose challenged. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. How is it that Anuxius isn't a femboy, but I am somehow, chat? What's up with that? I'm not a femboy. Clubs? And Anuxius actually wants to be one. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. No, Haruko literally just said Anuxius was just a boy. Can't I just be a man? Chat, can't I just stop being a clock? Can I just be a man, finally? Give me my balls back. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Hey, yo. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Oh. Well, thanks for the honest answers, chat. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Oh! I forgot to do the warning! Look, this game has been out for a long time, and I haven't seen it in a long time. No spoilers, by the way, just because I'm going to bring this up. I do know there's heavy, so... Please, if you are not 18, please maybe skip this one. And also, you know, this game has some heavy suicidal topics and other really heavy topics. I think suicide is kind of the worst one, and it's really depressing. So please, if you're not in the right state of mind, skip this one, okay? I just want to make sure I said that, you know. I do think that's a pretty heavy kind of thing to talk about in a game, but I think this game's okay with it. Anyways, I'm going to play the game. Have a good one, if you're leaving. Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. No, nothing else other than that. Mimi. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help and start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Yeah, I know, this is literally my life right now, by the way, because I was an English major. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Oh my god. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Wait, I totally want a free cupcake. What the fuck? And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Well, it was worth it. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Wear your uniform. What do you mean wear? No, there's no uniform. No one's paid for it. Everyone, the new member is here. I didn't say I'd join. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. I love the Japanese eh? Eh? Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. I like this girl.
No.
It wasn't me. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. I like this girl. Ah, Clock, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. I'm speechless. All words escape me. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Please stop nutting your pants, chat. Please. But thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Oh, does that mean she's a... Does that mean I have no chance? Is that what that means? Don't say things like that. It'd have to be... It's so real to life, chat. Why do I fall in love with the girl that I'll never have, man? What the fuck? Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. Dude, why did I fall in love with the lesbian? What about Ginger? Ginger's a lesbian.
Hell yeah.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Clock. Although I really like Monica. Monica smiles sweetly. Man, she's just really cute. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. See, that's kind of where, you know, I don't know, chat. I mean, the popular girl, you know, the one that every guy loves and whatnot. See, obviously she's perfect, but at the same time, maybe I want some imperfection in my life, okay? Basically, completely out of my league. What if I want the girl failure? So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Clock. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Bye, Lynn. Then how about I make some tea as well? I assume that's maybe it. Clock, if you're a real man, whip it out already. Excuse me! Are real men freaks? No! Based! The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. We have multiple nuts lined. Please, no! No, don't ruin my chances, chat. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats! Oh my god, I love cats! How'd you know? The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Oh my god, that's amazing! I also have a cat next to me. Hee cat. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. I love cat cupcakes. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I cannot help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is so sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Well, maybe. But not for you, you know. You, dummy. Alright. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. She fucking hates me, chat. What the hell? Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. No, she really doesn't like me, chat. It's very clear she fucking hates my guts. Jesus. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us, before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? She's blushing though. I know. I feel really bad about that. I know I'm not a looker, but like, she's that embarrassed to just yell at me. Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. My cat is also freaking out. My actual IRL cat is also freaking out right now. He's like parkouring around on furniture in the bed and shit, and he's just meow. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come. He wants here. Come. Come on. Sorry, I'm petting my cat. Not my daughter cat, that'd be weird. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? It really does. I guess. Take Monica route first. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know? I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Wait, I love tea and reading. What the hell? I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. God, I wish I was a woman sometimes, chat. Then I would have a chance with Yuri. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start up your own club? Came for the cupcakes, stay for the girls. True enough. I really did come for the... You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Hey, yo, Mikey! Hey, truth? I was just joking. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. In reality, chat, I was an English major. I would have just come for the reading, honestly. Monica really is a great leader. Like, honestly, I would have just been like, hey, I love reading books. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting in all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Really? I mean, I guess they're different, but like they're all the same age. They're all interested in literature. I mean, okay. Monica must have worked really hard to just find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Clock, what kind of things do you like to read? I'm gonna be real with you. I like to read a lot of romance. I'm a straight man, but I really enjoy any form of romance, whether it's gay or not, okay? I'm gonna be real with you. Well, it's a little embarrassing, I guess. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? Hey, never be ashamed of reading manga. It's so fucking good. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Hey, Yo, who are you giving that medal to? I'm not gay. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. That's like straight up one of my faves, dude. We're talking about books right now, and you nut all over me, chat. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Yo, for real, one of my favorite book series, The Witcher and The Lord of the Rings, okay? Good books. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Y'all are sick motherfuckers nutting all over me. I read a horror book once. I read so much horror book. Would love to read Clock World Building. I will release the book one day. We'll start with a short story though. Do not turn that into a short joke about Clock. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Actually, chat, let me do something. I forgot to do this earlier, and this is probably not the time to do it, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, there we go. It shouldn't pick up anymore. Things might sound a little different, chat, but it should be fun. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I loved mouthwashing. That might not make sense to you, YouTube, but you should look up on my channel, mouthwashing. It's a great game. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? I love horror, by the way. I don't know if you know this, chat. Well, Natsuki's eyes darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki, puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. I do. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I completely understand. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. It's so fucking true. I think it took like years before I finally showed Ginger how to write a story, one of my stories, and it wasn't even done yet because I was too afraid. 1 second. Sorry, I'm back. Yeah, for real, chat. Anyone a writer? I like to write a lot. I do, like, quite a bit. But, I don't share it with anyone. It's just all up in my head and on my journals. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Shut the hell up, Pngtuber. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Monica. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. And I just sit in silence? Now I just sit in silence. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. What are you even saying anymore, Pngtuber? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. That's a great idea. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Clock? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Bro, you ate the cupcake. You have to join now. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. Look at them all. They're so upset with you. What the fuck? You're gonna say no to these girls? Bro, can we choose to not join? Damn, my daughter's fucking ruthless. Damn. I know none of them's Ginger, but still. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Clock... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Selling your soul for girls? My soul's been long gone ever since I met Ginger. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really came just for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Yeah, when I said that, Ginger just called me gay. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Clock, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. It looks like we do not get the choice to say no, by the way, Kat. I'm sorry to say. Can I really impress this class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Hey, don't think like that. Write from the heart. And also check out Wattpad. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Why did I say Wattpad? Fuck Wattpad. AO3 for life.
Yeah, AO3.
Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Clock, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Girls are too powerful. Too real. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Shouldn't I be thinking about my poem? Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. She's perfect. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? What am I, gay? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Maybe. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Well, that's honestly a good way of looking at it, my man. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, chat, I know we got home, but like, even if we're home, I don't think it's okay to just fart all over me. Okay. Is this timed? Where's Monica? Does she not like any of these words? Save? Sure, I'll save the game. Chat, where's Monica? Wait, return. Whisper, dance, clumsy, fester, boop, games, passion, peace, loud, and imagination. I would not start a poem with any of this. I don't know. Fester. My love festers for you. Destiny, kiss, marshmallow, embrace, romance. Romance. Oh, she liked that. Death, shame, scars, childhood, frightening, fun, smile, whistle, beauty, blanket. I'm thinking death. Oh, she liked that one too. She's a big Romeo and Juliet fan. Variants, spinning, sticky, mouse, rose, precious, question, nibble, skipping, play. I don't know, actually. Nibble? Oh, she liked that one. Am I supposed to be picking, like, specific things? I guess it did just say that. Dark, nightgown. Nightgown? Oh, she liked that. Doki Doki. That's the name of the game. End the game. End the game. Unrestrained disaster. Headphones. I like disaster. It stood out to me. Valentine. Lazy. Electricity. Pleasure. Uncontrollable. Flee. Empty. Email. Amazing. Melody. Empty. Best friend seems to be winning so far, chat. Lipstick, sparkle, time, infallible, joy, memories, effulgent, disown. Why are you pointing them out? Playground, summer. Why does she have to be depressed, chat? Maybe she just has a wide vocabulary. Elegant for Yuri? Well, I'm already past that. Best friend is a bit dark. That's not my best friend? Stop spoiling, chats. Man. I did save. See? I did. That's called spoiling, bros. It's okay. I kind of already knew one of them was going to be like that. But don't spoil anymore. Or I will ban you. Time. Because I'm the clock boy. Vertigo. Unstable. Milk. Horror. Explode. Wrath. Depression. Okay, well, alright. Well, that might have given it away. Whirlwind. Vacation. Meager. Journey. I like a journey. Incapable. Desire. Inferno. Lollipop. Pain. Massacre. Uh-oh. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Agonizing. Alone. Oh, okay. I wonder if she, Nah, I'm not gonna read into that at all. Universe. Adventure. Ambient. Awesome. Captive. Heart. I don't know, man. Best friend is definitely winning, man. I knew someone was gonna point out climax. I knew it, and it had to be Ghost. Alright. Melancholy. Pout? Nah. Secretive? Bouncy? Grave? As long as it's not her, honestly. As long as it's not Natsuki, I think it's a dub. Graveyard, that's badass. Sadness. Vivacious. Oh, I don't know if I like that one. Sadness. Sure, it was her. Okay. Well, I think best friend's winning the round, by the way, chat. Hi again, Clock. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Natsuki is adorable. I'm not quite into the, take that back. I didn't say she wasn't adorable. I'm just, you know, she hates my guts, so I'm not really interested in going for a girl who hates me. Like, honest to God, if a girl, like, said ew to me, I'm probably not going to keep chasing after her. Thanks for keeping your promise, Clock. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Yeah, but Ginger only came to hate me later on. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. Ginger was catfished? What the fuck do you mean? No? Look, I was amazing once upon a time, and now I'm just Clock. Sorry. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. Believe it or not, actually, chat, Ginger chose me over someone else. Believe it or not, chat, I had to fight a guy for her hand to prom. And I won. Oh yeah. Real story. But if you don't take us seriously, and that guy was a total catch. That guy went on to go to like fucking Europe for school, and he's like raking it in, and I'm just a loser. 'Cause I'm a creep. Yeah, pretty much. She's happy. She's happy, I swear, chat. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! It is. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Thanks, Mint. I appreciate it. She regrets it now. She doesn't, because that guy was a boring... I'm not gonna lie. That guy could only talk about math. He was really smart. He was pretty handsome. But he only talked about math. Remember, folks, it's not about how much money you make. It's not about how handsome you are. It's about how much you can make them laugh, okay? And it doesn't matter if they're laughing at you or with you. That's all that matters, okay? Because the guy who's raking it in, he's gonna get cheated on. Clock always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. Oh, dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Well, we can be really good friends, too. I don't mind a lesbian friend. How come? You and Clock can become good friends, too. Exactly. It's because I'm a straight cis guy. It's okay. I get it. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Eh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's nothing really. What is it? Never mind. She's so fucking cute right now, chat. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, what do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Hey, that was a great response. But you know what would have one-upped that one? Run. Leave the place, run, screaming, saying it's not your fault, okay? That's the best thing a guy can do in this situation, okay? What we ended up doing, that was like second best, okay? It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Why run? Women, they don't get it. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
No.
Ew. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. Oh, I'd love to. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? I know, I'm falling for the lesbian. Why am I falling for the lesbian, dudes? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Okay, why are you calling me out, bro? For real? Seriously? Did everyone have to know? Yeah, you're right. What's it to you? Close my eyes and end up listening in one of Sayori's conversations with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. I don't know how you guys measure your height, but I'm not that tall. I'm not that short. I'm not that short. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature's all about. I said I'm not that short. I did not slip up. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. Literature. Shivers. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in first place if it's a nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki made the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Should cosplay as book characters? Oh man, I call blue hardcover, okay? Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ah! Ugh! Ugh! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. Oh my god, you do have a nose! I can finally see it! Wow, that thing's tiny. Let me just touch it. Boop. And nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? Kith? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? Oh. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. True. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Hey, yo, why am I ripping and tearing into this chick, man? I should be encouraging her. That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her— Ow! It wasn't really me, chat. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Excuse me! Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Hey, yo, what the hell am I doing? Hey, yo! Stop! What's the button? What's the button to make it go away? What's the button? Chat, what's the button? What's the button, chat? How do I drop it? How do I drop the screen? How do I drop the UI? For no reason, though. Oh, for a second there, I thought she just had her dogs out, bro. I thought she was just wearing socks. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does this kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Yeah, it's not H, unfortunately. Aren't you? Yeah, I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggled to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs are getting bigger again. Got bigger again. What? Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? Also, can I get a hydrate check? Okay, don't tell me that your boobs got bigger, chat. This is as bad as when Vin just randomly told me her size, dude. It was so weird, bro. Don't tell me your sizes, by the way. If you're a woman, don't tell me your bra size. Don't tell me anything about your boobs, okay? I was just talking about them. I know! No, I'm kidding. But it's so stuffy. Ooh. What size am I? The ones that Vin gave me are definitely like... What are they? Like, fucking triple D. Triple D's nuts! It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Yeah, I hope you guys just got D's nuts. I hope you enjoyed that, okay? Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. It's how he stays relevant. That's like the first time I've ever made a D's nuts joke. Okay, everyone. And that was a pretty good one, I won't lie. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Clock, I can't wait to read yours. Oh no. They'll find out I just wrote a bunch of random words down. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. They're just whipping them out! Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh no. Who should I show my poem to first? Monica or Yuri. Chat, who do you think? Monica? Oh, okay, return. Monica or Yuri? Monica. I got one for Monica. I know Sayori would probably enjoy it the first, but I'm not gonna lie, I thought Best Friend was winning. Best Friend was winning, but I'm not gonna lie, I fell for the lesbian. The clear lesbian. Oh my god, dude, why do I have to pick the girl whose name is literally Yuri? But Monica's also pretty based. Real. Noseless girl. I mean, they're all kind of noseless unless we zoom in on them, but okay. I see 2 for Sayori, so we're gonna go with Sayori, okay? Good night, line. I hope you have a good night. Real, we love women. I do love women. I hope you do too, chat. Bye, line. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing. Oh yeah, line. You're winning the art contest so far right now, I think. Good job. If you keep up in the most votes in the art contest, in the fan vote, you'll get to have the role. Again, because you already had it. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Clock. I love it. Line is already gonna reclaim their spot as top artist. Or favorite artist, I should say. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Real. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. True. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a clock poem. Oh my god, not a clock reference. And that makes it feel extra special. Hey, what are you trying to say? Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. If it just reminds you of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Clock. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. She loves my pick-a-word poem, yeah. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Wow. Just masterful. Masterful poem. Wow. It's about the clock MC? I think you're wrong. It's about the sun. It's very clearly about the sun, nothing else, and how she's kind of hungry too. I don't really see any deeper meaning behind this one. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Look above. See, keyword above. She's looking at the sun. She's losing her eyesight, chat. See, you know, I think this is all. You know how she mentioned that we used to wake her up out of bed sometimes? That has nothing to do with this. Continue. Waffles and ice cream? But based? Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing that. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay, next up we're gonna go with Yuri. And then Monica. And then Natsuki. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Not good. Oh! Sorry! I forgot to start speaking. She's so cute. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I know it's bad. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. Couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. Gossip? It's fine. I'm used to hanging out with girls. I know there's always a lot of gossip. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Well, I mean, they could do a lot more reading. Oh, fuck. Okay. Ghosts under the light. Oh my god, Ghost, it's you! The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Explain. Oh, can I get a stretch check? That's a good stretch. Thank you. And everybody take a sip. Make sure you got some water with you, okay? It's important. Motherfucker, I know you're not drinking 9 cups of water a day, so do it now before I waterboard you. Thanks. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Okay, bitch, my handwriting is bad. I got the chicken scratch, okay? What? Also, make sure you stretch. Get that stretch in, okay, folks? You know, you probably haven't moved in a little bit. Stand up. Maybe shake a little booty for me, okay? Especially if you're a boy. I mean, whip it out, okay? Helicopter that shit. But do some stretching, okay? Please. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? You're gay, chat. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo! Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Clock. Really? I must have totally missed the point. I mean, I kind of like the past and the present, the past and the future reference. But I would like to hear more about it, because I think it's... Okay, well, I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Yeah, the flickering is worrying, because that means you're done. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. Time to analyze, no thank you. I'm counting on you. I'm just here to play a cute dating sim game with girls. Unfortunately, one of them's too popular and good for me. One of them's a lesbian. And one of them hates me. So it's just one girl I'm trying to date, I guess. Let's go for Monica now. This is the one that's too good for me. Hi, Clock. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new here and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Clock. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-beings. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Do cosplay? Cosplay literature club? You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased toward their own kinds of art styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Oh. So, what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Yeah, I'm an idiot. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. Yeah, everything seems alright. It's like she's, I think it's the fact that I'm joining the... I think she's writing about how I joined the literature club, and I'm so fucking ugly that I literally killed her eyesight. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. You just talked about a deep hole in your poem. What do you mean, deep stuff? Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Very, very fucking true, chat. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thanks, Monica. Who should I show my poem to? Natsuki. Hi. Clock, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. Easier said than done, fuck writer's block. Well, writer's block is different, but my way... So, I have her problem that she mentioned, that I want to make sure the story's, like, perfect. That I don't have to go back and fix it. But in reality, I should just fucking... What gets me to start writing is I'm just like, okay, remember that specific point? Just write a bunch of bullshit till you get there. And if something sounded good, read it over after. If something sounded good, then keep that in. If something was stupid and meaningless, take it out. That's what I do. We all started somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Hi, Panic Frog. Knowing you probably think it's stupid. What is it? Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. The music. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. I know it's supposed to be... I know they made the flute come in and they made it sound like it's like a childish poem. But I think you can obviously see what she's going for here. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it, actually. It's great. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. I mean, it's very obvious. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. I hate shit. I hate when people do that. Everyone's writing is valid. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Exactly, yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. No, yeah, I could tell. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. I do! Of age. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. In this scenario, chat, I am a teenage boy. I'm gonna tell you right now, okay? Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Oh. Even if they're just beyond being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. It's my worst fucking nightmare. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant that... the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Clock did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. Are they having a fight right now? I can't tell. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Clock liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... Oh... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Clock appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Oh, that was shade, dude. See through shade. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Clock started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting guys! Oh my god, what the fuck? Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. I'm just over here. Clock. She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Clock. Oh, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Clock? I'm stupid. Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be, help me, Sayori. I feel like I'll save here, but I'll go with Yuri. Okay, I'll just pick Yuri here, because... Look, it's all well and good to have a short, to-the-point poem every once in a while, for real. Writing should sometimes jump out at you, but Yuri brings up a lot of good points, you know? Our language is really... English is one of the best languages for complexness and how many words we have, and I do agree, you should show it off sometimes. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poems seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. Wait, this didn't side with either girl. What the fuck? I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Ooh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what it did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Oh no, not November! Based. Natsuki clenches her fists. I didn't know she was participating. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my mind. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. And on her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki... She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gently approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. Can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How can anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Clock. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So... What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. I actually forgot. What did she say? Chat, what's the scoop? Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Clock, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. Wait, it's Fish. Hello! Hello, Fish! With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Clock, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Hey, yo. Sayori. About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. It's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Clock, could you not do that in front of me ever again? It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, though. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. I guess she doesn't care about the moan, chat. We're in the clear. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's get a girlfriend, chat. This time. Graveyard. Okay, she likes graveyards. Okay, what else do you think she would like? Waterfall? Damn it! I don't want the little one. I don't want Natsuki. I want Yuri. I want the Yuri, chat. I want the Yuri. Covet, forgive, intellectual. Yes. Disarray, peace, journey. Yes. Playgrounds, because she likes fantasy too. She likes fantasy and horror. Graveyard. Woo! I went to a rave once during Anime North in Canada because for some reason they always have a rave right outside the anime, like an anime rave right outside the convention, like all night. I don't know why they do it. They just do it. I went to it one year with my friends, and then we all shared a bed in a hotel room. I mean, what? Lazy, flower, candy, anger, romance, giggle, imagination. Nice. Anime. No, that would be her. Okay, who likes lust? Oh, Yuri likes lust. Oh. Okay, anxiety? Yeah, there we go. Same. For real. Vivid? Eternity. Yep. The big words. Misery, no. Fester. Adventure. Fuck. I thought she liked adventure. Extraordinary, sing, loud, family, sweet, extreme, defeat, jumpy, dazzle. Bye, Lynn, again. Just, hi, goodbye, Lynn. What do you think she'll like? What do you think? Loud, family, party, extraordinary? Okay, no. Shit, misfortune, heaven sent. Okay, that's a good one. Unrequited. No! Philosophy. Okay, good. Insight, destiny, insight. I would pick Kitty, but insight, nice. Grief, lollipop, hope, sunset, inferno, color, inferno. Yes. Play, happiness, landscape, wonderful, rose, vanilla, uncanny, precious, uncanny. Yeah, yo. Horror, easy one. Special, sadness, excitement, disoriented, poof, starscape. Pink, electricity, flying, flee, explode. Variance, dream. Nice. Let's go. Why are you saying horror? Horror? I hardly know her. Universe. Based. We got Yuri the most this time, I think. We're going for that sweet Yuri manga. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Yeah, if Geb had said it, it would have been 10 times funnier than if I had. Hi, Clock. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. Although Geb does usually like the actual straight dating sims. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that, all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option. Whoa! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Eh? Her face is in her book, as always. Ah! I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Thanks, Kat. Thank you for outing me as a Monica Yuri fan. Honestly, that'd be really based. Yuri. Tell Clock to let me borrow some money. That's blackmail, bro. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Ah, did I just... I didn't mean that. Monica's best girl. Monica is kind of awesome, though. Honestly, she's been really nice. I like Yuri a lot. Okay. Make sure Ginger's not listening in.
I gotta go read that shit.
No. I like girls that are a little shy, okay? Look at this.
She's the best girl, though. Purple haired girl.
Ginger doesn't realize it, but that was her. I got too absorbed into my book. Ooh. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. She will murder me for saying that. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. Chat, there's nothing better than a shy girl and a funny guy, okay? That's the best combo. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? That was a decent game. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing, but you're not. I'm gonna kill you. Mods! Beat him to death with hammers. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But... You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Oh my god, Sayori! Ow! Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Plap! Kya! Ow. What was... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Ow, that would hurt. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Yeah, it almost did. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. Yeah, she's really loud and proud when she's in the chat. Not IRL. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. So good. What? Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite out of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. What the hell? I'd be aggressive with it, excuse you. I put my 100 into everything I do. If I was gonna do that, which I won't, and I haven't, and I will never do. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Suplex? Ah, jeez. And his name is John Cena. Dude. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leaps down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. What? Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. Cookie thief. Real. We need to execute her, French style. Didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. She has a boyfriend? It's so Jover, chat. It's so Jover, man. I'm trying to flirt with girls that got boyfriends, bro. What am I doing? Just fucking end it all, bro. Just end it all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Why'd you look at me? What the hell? I didn't start the rumor. Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of the time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't, really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. That's kind of putting them on the spot. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a bit better, I will. Why is she looking at me again, bro? Does that mean I make her uncomfortable? It's pretty true in normal life, too. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Clock. Oh no, now she thinks I'm yelling at her. Oh no. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. You make me uncomfortable too, Clock. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. To all the women in this chat, I'm so sorry. I'm a freak, okay? And I'd really love the chance to share once. I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. You'd play DDLC, my heart is yours. Don't worry, Fish. I'll make sure to hand your heart off to a very strong woman. One that would eat it whole. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. Catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Thanks. Don't worry, fish. I know just the type of woman for you, okay? Yanderes. Yanderes. Yes. They're perfect. Obsessed with you. Absolutely obsessed. Will murder you if you ever try to leave them. Perfect for you, a fish. Give me the heart now. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Ah, man, it really is Clock IRL. Oh. It's fine. It's almost 4 a.m. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. If you guys need to sleep, don't worry. We won't be streaming for that much longer, because I don't have that much time to keep playing. But I'm going to play for maybe another hour. I think we're going to split this up into 2 parts, okay? If I was focused, then I wouldn't have noticed in the first place. I may have spent a little bit too much time yapping. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Oh, okay. Minecraft-based. Modded or base Minecraft? Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. She's just telling you that you're creeping her out, bro, and you should stop asking so many personal questions. Seriously, guys. If a woman acts nervous around you ever, just leave. Just run away from them, honestly. Just run away from them and yell you're sorry, okay? That's what I do. It's something fairly obvious here. Okay. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear it. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? Modded had been playing Ocean Block. Basically, you're stranded on an island, and you gotta do quests and try to get everything done while figuring out how to get stuff, and there are no ores. Oh, that's cool. I think I've seen that. I think I've seen like a playthrough of someone doing that. That sounds awesome, though. What's it about anyway? Well, it sounds super similar to that, like, the sky version of that one, too, but probably you're in water, I'm assuming, for that one, so that's kind of cool. I honestly think that's more fun. Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. Life is Strange reference? She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. Yeah, that sounds more fun, honestly, than the Skyblock one. Plus, I just like the ocean, so that's based. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. But that sounds better! I love dark stories, what the hell? Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Although, dark stories with a happy ending are the best fucking stories ever. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Clock? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. What horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they made it out to be the naive one. They're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? No. You know, a lot of people love it, and probably related it to that little story you just gave me, but everyone loves Berserk, and I do too for that exact reason, okay? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I am the exact same. Ginger fucking hates me. Like, actually, Ginger fucking hates me. I start reading something interesting or writing, and I zone everything out. Like, nothing is in my head but when I'm reading / writing, and it's really bad, because I'll default to a, yeah, and I'll still be reading. I cannot pull myself away. I'm horrible for that shit. Tunnel Vision Gang! Tunnel Vision Gang rules! So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's... Oh my god, man. You have a boyfriend? That's so lucky. I wish my boyfriend was here to hear that. I really don't think you need to worry. I would beat you up! Wait, is that supposed to be a punishment? That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Yo, Mikey! Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. That is like the cutest fucking thing ever, by the way, reading side by side. That would actually be so... To read the same story side by side, that's actually so fucking cute. I've actually thought about doing that, but... Ginger doesn't like romance. Well, she likes yaoi, so... She likes yaoi fanfic, so I guess that's something. Quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. But that stuff turns into smut real quick, and I'm not really... That's not cute anymore. Yeah, read hentai... No! Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah? Are you sure? What is this?
A cookie?
A cookie?
Yeah, I made it.
Oh. Huh? What is this, Ginger?
The pumpkin spice one.
This is a pumpkin spice cookie? It's great. Thanks. Chat, you're sitting alone, hungry, cookieless, bitchless. My girl just made me a pumpkin spice cookie. Yeah, bye, Nick Frog. You can have some of the cookie. Open up. Open up. I'm hitting... Eat it. Did you eat it yet? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. That's still bitchless, though. It's okay, chat. I'm bitchless, too. Because she's my lover, not my bitch. Hey. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. But I still want some bitches. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just let me know if I end up... Just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Stop, you're gonna make me choke on my fucking cookie. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. This is really good. I love pumpkin spice. Hell nah, that's gay. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between between the two of them. 1 second. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. I lost. Sorry, chat. I lost NNN. Moving on. Wait, actually, I need a drink of water. Okay. Aside from that.
No.
Yeah, whoops. Wow, my pants are wet. Clock check Discord for free one-time nut pass quickly. What am I checking in the Discord? Excuse me? One free nut. Okay, sweet. I claimed it. That was me claiming it. Someone gave me one free nut. So I used it. I used it before I even noticed I had it. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. This is when you put your other arm around her, chat. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. I lost again. It's all over for me, chat. She really made me fall for her. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. It's so cute. Ugh. Don't worry, chat. You'll have this one day too, okay? One day. You just have to try hard enough. And maybe leave your house for once. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. But when? You gotta rizz up those, Discord kittens a little bit harder, okay? Definitely. Start DMing the Discord kittens more and more. You'll definitely get one day. Okay, chat? YouTube, this goes for you too, okay?
You're gonna have Daniel be harassed.
Daniel's gonna be harassed. No, I'm aiming a cannon at Daniel. Yeah, dumb Catboy on Twitch. Yeah, he's your Discord kitten that you're gonna want to DM, okay? Meow. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. Give me monies. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. You're gonna DM Ghost? Based. I too DM the dead. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Clock, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Oh, I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I love that Ghost tried typing the emote and all it didn't work and it just says hyper wide diva ass, hyper wide diva ass. Hey yo, Ghost? Hey yo? That's so funny, bro. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Ow! Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. My thumb. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? If you've ever actually closed like a big hardcover book onto your fingers, it actually hurts. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? Like, I've done that. I used to go to the library, my public library, and, I was a weird fucking kid, because I didn't have friends, okay? So I used to read a lot. Like, a lot. Probably too much, but I used to read, like, a shit ton. And, the choices of books I would choose were very great, because, you know, as your average young man, I read Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Actually, before that, I read a novel with Greek mythology in it, and that's what got me interested in Percy Jackson. And after I read Percy Jackson and I finished the series, and I didn't finish it, the last book hadn't come out yet. I realized, wait, there's more Greek mythology I could read. Actual Greek mythology. So I went to the library and picked up the Odyssey. Homer's Odyssey. I was like 12, and I read Homer's Odyssey. And it was this huge-ass edition. It was huge. Had a giant fucking hardcover, man. And I'm sitting in the library. Homer Simpson. Yes, Homer Simpson wrote Odyssey. Yes, exactly. And holy fuck, man. Oh my god. The librarian looked at me and said, "Are you gonna actually want this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want this. I said, this is about Greek mythology, right?" And she was like, "Well, yeah." And I was like, "Hell yeah. Hell yeah." Fellow Percy Jackson enjoyer, thickest. I have the whole, well, okay. I actually just found out, rant, sorry, YouTube. I literally we walked into the kids section of our bookstore. I just, like, they have two entrances, and from the entrance we walked in, it was closer, so we just went through the kids one. And I saw on the shelf Percy Jackson, and I was like, oh my god, like, we both read the books, me and Ginger, and I was like, oh my god. And I was like, wow. And then I looked at the title, and I said, that's not one of the books. And then I found out they made more books. What? Motherfucker, what? Man, I was probably in fucking, I don't know, college at that point, I guess, when they wrote more books, because I was entering high school when they wrote the last, like, Percy Jackson book, like, the original books. Then I found out they made more books about Percy and the crew, and I was like, what the fuck? Salty. Anyways, Greek mythology is great. I love it. It's probably one of my favorite things that's ever been made. Timeless, honestly. Yeah, I know that there's a spin-off series, and then there's, like, a continuation of the main, like, of Percy, I think. That's what I knew already that there was a spin-off series. I knew that much. Yeah, I knew that there was a spin-off series. I just didn't know there was more after the original book series. You don't know how much I pissed off my mom, because the library didn't have the last book. So I had to ask, like, I had to go to the public library, look on the computer, because I didn't have a computer at home. And I looked up when the last book would release, and it was releasing. And it was like a $50 book, because when we went to the bookstore, the library wasn't going to get it for a couple of months. And the fucking books, it was like $50, because this one edition, I had bought all the other books for $50 in a collection. But the last book I had to buy, it was hardcover, and it was like really nice and embossed and shit, embossed and shit, whatever. Fuck, man, it's crazy. Yeah, one of the spin-offs is an Egyptian mythology, right? Spin-off is kind of mid, but the main story is so good. I know that the spin-off also deals with, one of the spin-offs deals with the Hades kid. Hades' son. What's his name? What's Hades' son's name? The edgy kid? Miko? Nico. Yeah, Nico. I knew that one of them spun off into him. Like the book series, so interesting. Anyways, sorry, a bit of a tangent. Anyways, I like to read a lot of books that I probably shouldn't have read as a kid, and they were great. And you should too. And Percy Jackson, if you've never read it, is like a young teen like novel series, but it's also just really good. It's just really good. You should check it out. If you like fantasy and adventure, excuse me, and Greek mythology, great book series. It doesn't matter if it was meant for like young adults. I was reading smut. All right, Ghost. All right. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Most women that say they read are reading smut. I mean, that's just the truth of it, and that's okay. I don't judge. You know, because reading smut is probably a lot better than watching hentai. Back to the game. That's good reasoning. Sorry, we got so off point, by the way. Also, Octo, I think I know the one you're talking about, because I think I checked your Spotify and I listened to it a little bit. Kane Chronicles is its own series, but they have a spin-off that has Percy and Annabeth working with the Kane siblings. Yeah, very cool. I might read those books one day, but not anytime soon. The last book series I read was the Witcher series, and then I started doing YouTube, and ever since I started doing YouTube, I really have no time to do anything. Yeah, I really have no time to do anything. I do read manga a lot. I do really enjoy manga. It's a lot faster. That's why I enjoy reading manga rather than reading books. Yeah. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. Make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? SpongeBob's better than Percy Jackson? If we're talking about the movies or the shows, yes, I agree. SpongeBob's 10 times better, because Percy Jackson was ruined with the show and the movie. You should read us books. This is literally what I'm doing. This is literally what I do on this channel. I read video game books. Also, we're going for Yuri first. Hell yeah. Let's see what you've written for today. That's a good face. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Clock, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know! It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. Same, don't worry. And besides, people would just laugh at me. True. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Yo, PTSD Zoro! Nice name. Secondly, nice to meet you. Yeah, we're 3 hours in. You might want to catch up on the YouTube VOD, but if you've seen Doki Doki Literature Club, please do not give me any spoilers. I'd appreciate that greatly. Enjoy your stay. Huh? Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite close to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning? Pavlovian? I can't read this one. Someone read it for me, chat. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread. I feed myself again. Okay, though. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. Yeah, it is Pavlovian. Okay. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. No, I think she really killed a raccoon, dude, with a bread knife. What the fuck? I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Pavlovian. Dog bell guy. Yeah, that. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? The horror. Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Clock? Yeah, my own writing. Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. She's so fucking based, by the way. What the hell? She's right, chat. Cringe isn't bad. Learn to embrace your own cringe. Find the people who find your cringe cool, okay? They're out there. They're waiting. They want your cringe. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. And you have to accept your own cringe first. Okay, who next? I guess we'll do Monica, because I love Monica too. Hi again, Clock. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. Happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Haha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, great job, Clock. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Or it's easy for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some efforts. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Monika's boring. No, she's just being real. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. She also probably has a little bit of the tism, and this is her thing. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Oh no, not this. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. I have no personality. No, don't be so mean to Monika. She's the president of the book club, or the literature club. Also, red, green, blue. What? That's not even your color scheme, Monika. What are you doing? Meaningless noise. Math. Blech. Meaningless. Well. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kinda like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. Yeah. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. Yeah, it's not about what is this poem is about. Chat, most likely, if you don't understand what a poem is about, you shouldn't ask what it's about. You should ask, are you okay? Are you gonna be alright? Can I let you go home later by yourself? A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. Or a conversation with the reader. Oh, she's definitely talking to the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this even a tip about writing? Yeah, I don't think it is, but let's save anyway. What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Excuse me, I got a little bit of the hiccups. I guess we'll show it to Sayori, because that's Natsuki last. Ooh, I like this one, Clock. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. You just woke up. The first couple of minutes of Monika 3 hours ago knocked me out. Oh no. Ah. Thanks, Monika. I love you. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. You know I wouldn't lie to you, Clock. Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Loving Monica's like loving a roach. What do you mean? Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. I feel like loving Monica is like loving a cat. Everyone loves cats, you know? Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? That's not foreshadowing at all. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? Bittersweet? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet! Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. So fucking true. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Eh, it is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Clock. I should go write that down. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. And night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. Doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends. My friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Wow. I didn't know you were so clumsy. She's such a happy girl. Man, she's so clumsy. Pfft. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Thank God for the hydrate check. Everybody take a sip. Thank you. Yeah, please, take a sip. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. That reads like a cry for help? No. It was literally about her being clumsy, dropping her bottles of wine. Yeah, happy thoughts. You know, happy thoughts in a bottle are basically wine. And, you know, she sells it to her friends. And it's sad because she can't keep any for herself. And she also dropped them all because she's a clumsy girl. And that's cute. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Clark, if a student wrote that, I would be required by law to contact the authority. Hey, come on. I mean, come on. Like the authorities would help. Writing is like magic. That would just make it faster. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. What does that even mean? What do you mean, don't get ahead of yourself? Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Wonder if this is one of those times. Well, I mean, don't be rude about it, bro. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Oh, Queen Puppy Cat, I just meant because the person would be so clumsy and they would probably, like, fall over trying to open the door. That's all. Natsuki. Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. Eh? What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep-sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me... Eh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? Oh, what are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this angsty... Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean... Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Even the game is calling me out, bro. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Bro, even the game was like, shut the hell up, Natsuki. I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. Thank you for the gifted sub. Much appreciated. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monika? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Monika, I don't like this. You have the most shy girl I've ever met before. You have the most stuck-up and angry little girl I've seen before. And you have a guy who's an idiot. I don't think you should do a poetry performance with them. Also, I thought we were trying to get people to join the club, not laugh at us. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Like anyone's going to come up and recite a poem in public. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Okay, that's actually kind of smart. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. Yo, Mikey, thank you so much, man. Much appreciated with the gifted subs, folks. Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know.
There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. Yo, if you're hearing this right now, Twitch chat, send some love to Mikey and QPC, okay? Can I see a clock heart in the chat for him, okay? Very nice people. Thank you very much. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Kicks back on tree limb. What do you mean tree limb? Bro's sleeping outside now. Just use the last bit of his rent money for gifted sub. Just remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a few days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings. Being intimate with yourself, ayo. Ugh. Finding new horizons and having fun. Oh, okay. That's right. It's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Well, I'm here for cupcakes, and cute girls, but whatever. Not that second part. The cupcakes. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to feel the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. You got me, enjoying the chaos to come. No, you're good, It's funny. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Ooh, okay, fine. Guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, yo, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you. Yo, we even got a hype train started because of that. Based. Thanks, folks. You guys are awesome, dude. Better Half was funny. I mean, I did enjoy Better Half. It was funny. Let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. Thanks for the hype train, guys. Very hype. Meow. We're gonna have to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monika, this is kind of a bitch move to do, honestly. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Wah! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri catches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Wait, is that real? Is that actually real by Panic Frog? That's...
Stinky glitch.
No, Stinky Glitch! Yeah, it is. Let's fucking go, dude! I really am the Nemle guy. You need a coffee? What do you like? I've got hazelnut or caramel coffee. It's Folgers, because I'm cheap. I died when I died. YouTube for context on the laughing, when you Google Nemle and it shows up, apparently my thumbnail for No Good Noel, one of Nemle's games, shows up for the picture. Hazelnuts. Yo, based? Hazelnuts? It's Folgers, and it's in my cup. It's Folgers in my cup, bro.
Dino Dance Glitch Cat Stinky Glitch.
Stinky Glitch. She likes what? I love that thumbnail so much. It was when I was really bad at making thumbnails still too. And that's what makes it 10 out of 10. I was so bad at it, dude. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This podium is called? Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Isn't Folgers the incest coffee? What? No, it's just the bad one. It's just known as the bad coffee. What the? Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's always in your cup, yeah. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. I like how Beans like popped in just to say, yes, that's the incest coffee. Her quivering words. Of course the Nemle guy likes the incest coffee. Holy fucking shit, dude. What the fuck is wrong with me? Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Yo, we got the hype train! Thank you very much for the hype train, folks. I appreciate it. Thank you to my chat cat conductors, okay? Thank you, thank you. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself.
Not.
3 things happened all at the same time, and it scared me. Thank you, QPC, for the gifted sub. Much appreciated. Seriously, you're awesome. You're crazy, okay? Secondly, and all the bits, by the way. Thank you for the bits. Sorry. I was laughing at Stinky Cheese Glitch. Secondly, stop nutting on me, Ghost, for the last time. And 3, yeah, we're doing Yuri's route, I guess. Ow! Okay. The train died. It did die. It had to die. The train always has to die at some point, okay? It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Yeah, I'm not supposed to say I like it, though, Ghost. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Anoxia, Yuri, that was really good. Sorry, excuse me. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. I didn't say nothing. I didn't see nothing. I didn't say nothing. Clock heart. Clock heart's in the chat. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Ah, try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. Yo, bye, fish. We will probably end soon, okay? And we'll finish it like tomorrow or the next day. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I'm just trying to finish the day. I see, I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Clock liked it. I guess that's a good sign. Yo, thank you for another gifted sub. And we hit our sub goal. Let's fucking go. Thanks, though. Much appreciated. And it was for Fish, based. There you go. Fish is out with the sub. He doesn't have to watch ads, based. Secondly, hit my 10 subs goal of the week. Nice. Let's go. What does that even mean? Time to start stripping for chat? I mean, what? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Go back, what did you say you were gonna do? Nothing. Bust out the pole. Do it. No, I didn't say anything. I didn't say nothing. Now. No. Oh, I know what you mean. That's, well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. Oh, hell nah. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everybody. Do it. Nope. Alright. Who said it? Alright. Who said it? Who said it? No balls, my ass. Check it out, baby. Woo! Stripper pole dancing. I can't wait to be a VTuber sometimes, chat. I wonder how this would look if I was a VTuber. Probably just as silly. Woo! Booty shake, booty shake, booty shake, booty shake, booty shake. Spinning. Man, Clock is just crazy. I'm on top of chat. I mean, what? What? Excuse me? Who just said that?
Cut.
What? Oh, I'm done. Oh, hell no, I'm done. Oh, hell no. Chat, you're disgusting. I can't believe I just lap danced you, chat. I mean, what? I didn't do that. Sniffer. No. Then next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Clock. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Clock lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. Ginger's knocked out. Nappy time. Nap time for Ginger. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Chat got so excited. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Oh no. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, I'm doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. Might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy.
Okay, but that pose is also just like top tier. Yeah, no problem. I don't know how she's upskirting herself though.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this.
All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Clock. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. Walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori?
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
Someone should push Monica over. What the hell? She's nice. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
I'd say yes immediately. Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here.
She would break like a mannequin. Kick her down the stairs energy.
No, I'm kidding. Not based. Well, I would walk home with Yuri. Duh. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so...
Isn't she so beautiful and smart?
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
You admitted it.
Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
Yeah, you're like my best friend. Why would I replace you?
Conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. It's like she's giving out more of those happy bottles to me, but I'm just throwing them on the ground in front of her or something. The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it's kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. Can't just lie to her. But I'm not clumsy like that, Chad. I would never drop a bottle. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Okay. Okay, chat. We're gonna wrap up here, okay? We're gonna wrap up here. We're gonna wrap up for today here. I think that's good. We spent 2 days. I'll try to finish the games either tomorrow or Sunday. Ugh, I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I worked today. It's been a long day for me, okay? We yapped for an hour, too. So I know YouTube, you're probably like, this video wasn't long enough. And I get it, because we're going to play for like, this is like 2.5 hours long. And then the next video is probably going to be like 4 hours long. So my bad, YouTube. I do that a lot. The problems with working a full-time job and being a streamer. And having to sleep. Anyways. And being a yapper, I guess, also doesn't help. I'm going to watch the T-Cole video. It's great if you like The Coffin of Andy and Lily, but you don't like incest. It's great. It's honestly amazing. Oh, and word to the wise, if you get to the end of the video and a certain somebody shows up, they're not being seen by the two, okay? They are, in fact, spying on them. Just to let you know. Just, not a spoiler, just, it kind of was like buggy, but yeah, you'll know what I mean when you get there. Anyways. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'm enjoying Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. I haven't seen it in such a long time. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I know what happens, and it's pretty hard to forget about it. I don't know how we get to that point, so that's really fun, getting to that point and remembering everything in between. Don't spoil it for yourself, by the way. I know I'm teasing it. Don't spoil it for yourself. It gets really good, okay? Trust me. It's better to watch my playthrough of it. My playthrough. And we're gonna get through it, and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna go for Yuri first, because, I mean, what can I say? I like tall, purple-haired girls that are edgy and like angst. I like that stuff a lot, actually. Monika's pretty great, too, but unfortunately, I'm just never given a chance with Monika. And Sayori I like, but I don't know. She's just kind of plain for me. And Natsuki, she just hates my fucking guts, so why would I like a girl that hates me? Jinju's gonna kill you. Oh. Trust the process. Exactly. Alright. Anyways, thank you, everybody. We're gonna get off now. So I'll be clocking out. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. Clock that like button. Helps me out a lot. And I'm sure you'll like the rest of the channel. We played lots of games just like this. Horror, indie games, visual novels, dating sims, okay? And a lot more than just that, but we play whatever I feel like, honestly. But you'll have a laugh. Daily uploads, almost daily streams on the Twitch. Trust me, it'll be fun. Anyways, with that, I'll see you next time, okay, YouTube? Clocking out. Peace. Wait, didn't I just say I left? What's happening? Log in. I just tried to root logging in. What the fuck is this? Didn't I just hit exit? Does this have to do with Metaverse, Enterprise Solutions? Pictures. Yeah, I got some pictures, chat. Does this have to do with the, Oh my god, there's so many CGs. Secrets? Secrets, backgrounds. Oh my god, promo? Oh my god, promo art. Look at them. She's a cow. Back. Okay, alright, alright. I assume this has to be DDLC Literature Club Plus. The plus version. Yeah, I am playing the plus version. No new mail. Feels bad, man. Files. Wait, what the fuck? Are these the actual game files? What the fuck? I think this is. Monica. Unable. 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 Saves. Okay, well, how's my saves? Audio, RPA, poem words.txt. Okay. Alright, I don't know why I can open the files. Side stories? Part 1. The side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. To get all 6 side stories, try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes in DDLC. Oh, okay. So, like, Trust, Part 1. Trust, Part 2. Understanding, Part 2. Okay. I don't get it. It's part of the game. Clock files are very important. The files have more lore. Secrets. I would say go for the secret ending, but you have to play through all the boring plus content, lol. I've never played through any of it, so I guess I will do that at some point. Maybe this will be a 3-parter, though. Because I didn't know there was another ending because of the plus version of the game. I just knew that someone said there was these side stories. So I guess we'll be going for that as well, YouTube. You thought... Oh, wait, I just... Shoot me. Shoot me now. Shoot me. Just kill me. Just put the gun in my head, chat. Exit. Yep. Yes. Bruh. Son of a bitch. You guys can see what time it is. Oh, you can't see what time it is for me. Get fucking wrecked. Okay, we're quitting. Seriously. Get out of my face. Alright. Not bad. Okay. YouTube, bye. See you later. Seriously. We might do 3 parts for this, actually. We might go for the secret ending or whatever. I didn't know there was a secret ending with the DDLC plus version, I guess.